the first idea was to simplify the harness, but of course, just because the segment harness is simple doesn't make the segment be good because there are some other parts that need to be feel like it has to be good, like wing design, right? Like lift capacity, attachments.
Off Gassing, a scuba podcast with host Nick Hogel. It was an honor to sit down with Rinto Ariyadi. Based out of Jakarta, but he can usually be found in the overhead environments throughout Indonesia. From his early days of diving to searching for water-filled underground passages, he has become an advocate for diving side mount. One of his main goals is to make this configuration easier and more accessible for students to learn and instructors to teach. This is why he created the Java Sidemount System. Please enjoy. Rinto, how are you doing this evening, man?
Oh, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me here. Yeah.
Oh no, man, I'm excited to have you on. So you just got done doing a cave dive.
Yeah. Today is a day one of IANTD Cavern and Intro to Cave course. Day one until for the next 5 to 6 days.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, I'm excited to hear more about the caves in your area and your journey into the caves. But no, first, let me welcome you to the podcast, man. I really appreciate you taking the time to come on here, especially that you were cave diving today. So hopefully we didn't rush you out of the cave to come on to the show today.
No worries, man. Again, thanks for having me. It's an honor for me.
Awesome. No. It's an honor for me, man. I've been looking forward to this one. So, Well, my first question, and actually, I'm sorry. Let me throw this out. You're located in. Where are you located? I know you're in Indonesia, but where in Indonesia?
I'm located in Jakarta, but I'm right now in Tuban, East Java. If you know where it is, do you know where Tuban is? You know Surabaya?
No. Yes. I've heard of it. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Surabaya. So it's about 2.5 hours west part of Surabaya by car. So that's the place where I explored the cave about 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, before we get into the caves, let me ask you this. So the first question I always like to ask is, tell me how and why you became a scuba diver. Tell me about that first breath underwater. Was it absolutely amazing? Yeah. Was it, this is horrible? Was it, this is all right, I think I could do it? Tell me a little bit more.
Yeah, it started, I think, back in 2010. My parents' business is exporting marine fish for aquarium. Oh. So, yeah, she got the fishes from all over the place from supplier in Indonesia. Some of them in Raja, but we went to Raja but in the 80s, and Bali, Karimun, Java. But I started really like scuba diving, I think in 2010.
Okay, what did you, was it like a Discover Scuba Dive or was it like an open water course?
No, I dived for a few years without certification. Yes, and I never had a plan to be a certified scuba diver back then because I just want to have fun. But back then it's not really my thing, the scuba diving. But then back in 2011 or 12, we bought some property in Karimun, Java. So we were thinking like, okay, let's have a dive resort here. And I was thinking like, okay, we have a dive resort. I think it's a good idea if we have excursion activities like scuba diving or something like that. But if we want to sell scuba diving, I think it's better. It's a good idea if I'm a dive pro or something, like instructor or something. So that's when the time was. I took my automotive course.
Oh, okay.
Just to become a dive pro.
Okay.
Yeah. Then when I took I took a proper course. Then I love it. Then I became hooked to scuba diving.
Okay, okay. And what part you said you bought some property? What part or where was that again? And there's obviously scuba diving there.
Yeah, Karimun, Jawa.
Where's that? I'm not too sure. I'm so bad with geography, so sorry.
Okay, you know where Semarang is?
It sounds familiar. I
S-
don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up more.
Central Java. You know Jogja?
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Jogja is the southern part, but this one is the northern part,
Oh,
the other
okay.
side of Java, like the northern part of Java. It's islands, so we have some properties there. It's well, I visited about 2 weeks ago. This month.
Okay, okay. What's the diving like there? Is it like
Uh,
typical Indonesia, tropical
oh,
blue?
it's a national marine park. There, the color is just so nice. Shipwrecks, but no pelagic, just a normal like a reef fish, but the color is just fantastic.
Okay, okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. And so as you're going through the like certifications, so you were uncertified for a little bit and then you got the certifications. How did you find taking the courses? Did you take to it easy since you had some time in the water, or was it kind of a struggle to get through the skills?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, after I took my open water course, and yeah, I love it. And then I visit places here and there. And luckily, I got a super pain in the ass instructor because I love it. That's, but I think that's what makes me like what I am now.
Okay, okay.
You
Where did you
know,
do most of your certifications?
in Mabul,
Oh, okay, okay.
in
Cool,
Mabul.
cool.
Yeah, I took in Mabul. And,
That
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I have not been to that area yet. There's so
Really?
much. It sucks because like there's so many areas to go to, and there's so many areas to visit, and then like it just becomes tough to be able to visit all the different areas. But I have not. Yeah, I have not been to that area, but it's pretty nice over there. I've heard.
Back then, I guess I don't know now.
Oh yeah.
Back then, yeah, it was good, but I don't know now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about your progression into becoming an instructor. How was that whole process? Because I know, like, for me, going from, like, okay, I'm just fun diving for myself. Now I'm a professional. I have to take care of other people. I'm responsible for other people.
Hmm.
How was that whole process? Obviously you enjoyed it because you're still instructing today, but
Yeah.
like, how was the process taking on much more responsibility?
Well, being in Mabul back then taught me a lot of things in scuba diving because that place is really busy, really busy. We normally like sometimes, but not every day. I think about 3 or 4 days in a week, we dive like 5 dives in a day, like
Oh,
really
wow.
busy dive. Like sometimes we have like it was back in 2013, very busy. You know the mainland Chinese customers, that
Yeah.
pack of numbers of divers that. Wow. But it taught me a lot of things there because, it's industry, right? So today they came and then the next 2 days or 3 days they become open water diver and then they wanted to go to Sipadan, you know, and they just took the open water and then they went for Sipadan dive. Wow, it was a party for us as a dive guide.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, for sure.
So after guided those divers, it made me like, okay, in future, if I want to become instructor, I want to make sure that really they're really good before I certify them. Because I feel sorry for the
No.
guides.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it could be a nightmare for sure. Like
Exactly. Right?
if
Yeah.
I do feel bad sometimes because, generally, I feel like as you start diving more, you kind of get more selective with the groups that you go out with. Even as like me, just fun diving, going out, I'm like, hey, I don't want to go where there's 10 people to one dive guide, and it happens all the time. And then
Mm.
especially if the 10 people are just, I don't want to say horrendous, but they lack skills in the water, and then it just becomes, even on a fun dive, if I was fun diving and I was in that situation, it would not be fun. So You became an instructor, or I guess let me ask this: when did you start to journey into the overhead environments?
In Sipadan, you know the turtle tone?
I've heard about it, but I have not been. Yes, but who was I talking to? I think I can't remember. I was chatting with somebody on the podcast, and I think that was like the first cave that they went into, and
Yes.
then they got hooked in caves.
Yes. Turtle tone was my first cave back in 2013.
Okay, okay. Were you just
But
visiting Sipadan, or were you living there?
no, I guided there.
Oh, okay, okay.
I guided the dive. So do not expect with all the canister light, with the side one. No, it was single tank with 200 lumens light, no backup light. So, being a marble dive guide back then.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
when did you start to like okay, I need to do this proper. Can you tell me about your like getting into the cave
of,
training?
of course. It was in 2017. I think I was like, okay, I want to decide to be a cave diver, but I want to do it like real proper. So I visited Thailand. I took the course with Par, if you know him.
Yeah, yeah, he's actually been
Yeah,
on the podcast. Yeah.
yeah. So I took the course with him back in 2017.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
How did you like the caves in Thailand?
Wow, party. Basically, like, but it's good. But I think Thai caves is not for everyone. I think because of the visibility.
What is the visibility like?
Mm-mm. You don't expect the visibility like in Mexico or in Indonesia.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like it's poor visibility, but it's a good course. It was a really really good course.
How did you find it? Was it challenging? Was it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it
But again, I believe if good instructors are always pain in the ass instructors. So Port kind of pain in the ass instructor. So I love it.
No, yeah. I no, I completely agree. They definitely will test your limits and
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
push you to see how far, and usually that's always a good thing. Obviously, like, if it gets pushed too much, that could be a bad thing, but if it's a really good instructor, they know kind of your strong points and your weak points and
Yeah,
how to, test those abilities. So,
exactly. So if they give you challenge and then you can do it, and then they're gonna give you more challenge. So it's good,
yes,
like
yes.
pushing a limit, which is good for me.
Oh no, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So, did you do the course in back mount doubles or side mount?
No, side mount.
Oh, okay. When did you become a side mount diver?
14.
Oh, okay. How did you like that? What drew you to side mount diving?
Well, back then I saw like, well, I think it's cool to have two cylinders on the side. If we are doing a recreational, I think it's more safe because because I used to be a dive guide also because okay, so if we are talking about recreational diving, most of the time it's about what bottom time is about an hour, right? So if I have two tanks with me, if I'm a dive guide, I can do more. I can help the divers. That's all I thought. So I was thinking, okay, let's give it a try. Like, so I took the course with this German guy, Stefan Campo. Again, I got a super pain in the ass instructor. Wow. Have you been to London?
Yes, yes. Well,
Okay.
so I usually stay in Ahmed, but yes, I've been to Tlalombin. Yes.
Yeah. So during my Simon course, I stayed in a resort named Liberty, if I'm not mistaken. So we dive in the USAT Liberty. So it's about, I think it's about 300 meters walk. Yeah.
Okay.
So imagine we stay at Liberty Resort. So we dive in a USAT Liberty, USAT Liberty shipwreck, about 300 meters or 400 meters, I don't know. But it's quite far if we
Yeah.
carry tanks for 300 to 400 meters. Not on the road, you know, on the
On the
beach side,
rocks.
on the
Yeah.
rocks. Bah! Yeah. But again, after the course, never look back to Backmount.
Oh, okay, okay.
Never look back.
So I still like very rarely I'll do single tank. Usually most of it, like if I can, I'm trying to side mount dive as much as possible, but it just depends on where I'm going. Like, so I was out in Bira not last month, but like a couple months ago, and I didn't bring any gear. It was just kind of a business type trip, and so I just ended up renting gear. They don't really have a lot of technical gear out there. I mean, pretty
Mm,
much no technical gear.
mm.
So I just did a single back mount dive, and I enjoy it. You know, it's fun just because it's easy. You know, compared to side mount, like there's really not much to it. Yeah, no. So I definitely enjoy back mount. You know, any configuration, anytime I'm in the water, I guess it's a good time. So here's a question for you:
Yeah.
the caves in Java. So I didn't. I actually recently just found out about this. Maybe in the last, definitely in the last year, I kind of found out that there was caves in that area. And then the more that I search and look into Indonesia, there's caves obviously all over the place. Obviously, South Sulawesi, Muna, Baobao. Yeah, it's kind of the known place for caves. But how did you hear about Java? Tell me the type of caves that are there. Is there a lot of caves in that area, or is there just a few?
Well, the reason I initiated the Java cave diving exploration project was because, okay, I love cave diving. I love cave diving. But if I want to go cave diving, the nearest in Indonesia will be in Muna or Kupang. Yeah. If I want to go to Muna or Baobao, I need to pay like five to six, let's say $500 to $600 US dollar just to fly there. So if
Yeah.
I pay like $500 to $600, I'm not going to stay there for 1 day or 2 days. I'm going to stay there for. I want to stay there for like 5 days, so at least 1 week or 10 days. But if I stay there
Yeah.
for 10 days, it costs me like, I don't know, like $3,000 to $4,000 total.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So I say if I have the money, doesn't mean that I have the time. So that's the reason there must be somewhere in Java. There must be somewhere. So I initiated back in 2021, but a lot of fails. A lot of fail. Oh, hey, this place got chaos. So I visited that, fail. Until 2023, May, a friend told me that he knows some caves. So because a lot of failed explorations, so what I told him, if you give me one cave, I'm not going to go there. I need at least 2 or 3 caves, then I visit your place. Because for me to go from Jakarta to your place, it's about 12 to 16 hours drive. So let's say if I go there
Oh.
for one cave and it is failed, no. Give me 2 or 3 caves, confirm cave, then I visit your place. So he said, okay, I got 2 caves. Okay. Then I visited Tuban, May 2023, when I went in the cave. You know what I had in mind? As long I found the cave in Java, I'm more than happy. I'm not expecting a super clear visibility. I'm not expecting super huge cave. As long that there is cave that I can dive, I'm, I'm more than happy. But
Okay.
when I went in for the first time, and I thought, holy cow, the clear visibility is just like a mineral water,
Oh wow.
like in Mexico, like in Bobo, like in Moon. It's just like super clear visibility, super nice. Then I cried, like, oh wow. So, so that's the first cave, I guess, in Java. The first cave,
Okay.
and then after that, I got another information from other friends here and there. Then total now we have explored 109 caves
Oh
in
wow.
Java. 109.
All
Sorry.
all water filled, like it's
Yes,
all.
yes, it's yeah.
Oh wow. And what are the profiles of the caves? Are they shallow? Do they get deep?
No,
Restrictions? Are they
the
open?
none of them are sea water cave, sea cave. No, they are all freshwater cave. The deepest is 13.7 meters.
Oh,
The
okay.
deepest cave that we have explored is about 13.7, I guess. Yeah, so most caves are like 3 meters, 2 meters, or 4 meters.
What's the length? How long? Like, what's the longest cave?
I believe the longest cave is the one in the south. But the one that we have laid line is in Tuban, the place where I am now. It's about 700 meters long, but only for
Oh,
open
wow.
circuit because I'm not yet CCR.
Okay, okay. Are you planning on the CCR route?
Of course, I want to extend the line. Yeah, I want to extend the line.
Real quick, so what is the if you don't mind, what is the name of the place? Tom Boone?
Tango Ultra Bravo Alpha November.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, I had no idea. No, that's awesome, dude. I'll have to definitely like come out and visit that way at some point because
You know,
so
you know Borja? Do you
I
know
don't think so.
from Spain?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's
Maybe.
visiting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I know some I'm so bad with I'm so bad with names. Usually I know faces. So no, what I was gonna say is, so I'll have to come and visit because I got cave certified last year in 2024. Obviously, so I am originally, well, I moved to Malaysia from Texas. So obviously Mexico is super close. You hear about the caves in Mexico all the time, being from Texas.
Yeah.
Did a trip down there, did a cavern dive, was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Need to learn more. And I did my side mount training in Mexico, and then last year
Cool.
I went back to Mexico to do basically cavern intro full cave. Yeah, phenomenal, dude. Absolutely fell in love with it. And then I think it
Yeah.
was like August of last year, I went out to Muna and did some cave diving. I was there for about a week,
With
and the
Robin?
caves there, yeah, with Robin at
Mm-hmm.
Sulawesi Dive Trek, and or is it Dive Trek Sulawesi? Yeah.
Yeah,
Either way,
yeah.
so with Robin and like absolutely beautiful, and it was really cool too because so I did my cave training in Mexico. I was there for about 6 weeks. I also did rebreather training, but most of the time that I was diving kind of with the shop that I learned from. So I kind of had that. I felt like it was almost like not safety net, but like I just felt that I was in a comfortable environment with people that I trusted, and then going out to Bao Bao was kind of like, okay, this is my first time actually. Like you get your open water certification, and then you go out diving on your own with like an outfit. And I went out to Bao Bao, and I was super nervous, but Robin runs an amazing facility out there. I had a really good time.
Yeah.
We had a really good group of people, and the caves there were just, I was blown away by the cave. Yeah, just beautiful, beautiful caves.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, actually when I heard about the caves in Java, and then now I'm kind of, obviously there's explorations going on in many different parts of Indonesia,
Yeah.
and it's exciting to kind of see because I definitely think that
It's
there's a
growing.
lot
Yeah.
more to be discovered. Yeah. So the team that you explore with, is it a big team? Is it a small team? Do you have like
Yeah.
a certain set group of guys that you go with, or girls?
Small team, between 5 to 7
Okay.
group.
Each time you go out, or is it kind of like who's available
No, no, no.
on?
It's always the same group.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you
So
have new targets? I mean, obviously don't have to give away the exact locations, but is there, unless you want to tell me?
there are many places in Java that for the cars area in Java is kind of big. But it's unlike in Muna or in Tulum or in Playa where the caves are nearby, one to another. Right. So in Java, it's like one city. It has one or two caves only. So it's different city. So one city to another, maybe it takes about 2 to 3 hours to drive.
Oh,
And from the
okay.
north, when I told you the longest case, I think it's from south of Java. That's where the caves are. But the problem
Okay.
with the south part is that we cannot get in when it's rainy season. Yeah,
Why is that?
because of the flow.
Oh, okay, okay. No, that makes sense. See, I'm still like after I got into cave diving, I'm still kind of learning about just cave,
Yeah.
like the character of the cave, or the just the how caves act, how they form. I
Mm-hmm.
got into dry caving a little bit, so I just kind of like the overhead environment in general. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I want to know more. So when you're searching for caves, are you just going around asking locals? Or are you just, someone says, "Oh, I found a hole in the ground in this
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
It might lead to something."
Yeah. Something like that. Like we visited places. Okay, let's say we have information from one source. Okay, we found like 3 or 4 caves. All right, so we visit to this place, this and that. Okay, it's a fair. Then we ask around. Do you guys have another cave? So we we visit places where the possibilities of potential caves to dive. So we ask around or we got information from the locals. I even like back in 2 years ago, I even paid people.
Okay. That's I was like literally I was thinking cuz I'm starting to kind of get into the cave exploration, and I'm like, how am I going to do this? I'm like, "Oh, if I could
Yeah,
maybe if
I
I
even
tell
pay
people."
people, because okay, this guy is very amazing guy, very very humble. He knows caves, so I bought him vehicle, vehicle so that he can go around and find me some caves. He did. He did
Okay.
give me good caves, and
Ah, that's
he's still
awesome,
with me
dude.
right now. He is
Oh,
here
that's
today. Yeah,
oh, okay. Well, I guess my next question that I want to ask is,
yeah,
so you obviously saw a need to design a side mount system to your liking, to your basically you saw like a need for it. So Java side mount systems.
yeah,
Can you tell me how that was created,
yeah,
why it was created,
yeah.
kind of the need behind it?
So, like I said, when I took the Simon back in the 14, like I said, I never looked back to Pekman. So, and then started teaching in the 15. So, during my teaching experience for the last 10 years, I saw some the downsides of Simon, especially me as Asian people. You know, why I say Asian people because I love Simon so much. I believe in Simon. Simon works for most of the dive that I'm doing, especially like for example for recreational diving, for cave diving. I think Simon works best in my area. So then I want to see more Simon divers in the future. But in order for me to see more Simon divers, I need to see more instructors teaching, eh, more instructors teaching Simon, right? But the problem in Asia is that it's not that many that instructors are teaching Simon. So what's the cause of them, the instructors, not teaching the Simon? Is the complexity of setting up the just as simple as that. The setting up the harness is not an easy task for them because they are recreational instructors, if I may say. Unlike those salmon popular brand, they're like created in Mexico back in like 18 years ago, and the other part is like 15 or 16 years ago. But those salmon systems were meant or were invented for cave divers back then, 16 to 18 years ago. But 18 years ago, the salmon system were from Florida. Like most of them are Florida style BC. So when this BC, I'm talking about the Mexican style BC, was invented, so it's like a game changing. It's like more pro profile. People love it, right? People love it compared to those Florida style BC,
Yeah.
right? But who were the customers back then? Cave instructors, salmon instructors, correct? So
Yes.
it's nothing new for them with the Hoggartian system to set up the harness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, well, we Asian people not really familiar with that, well, some of us, if the person of the instructors have taken, like, for example, GUI course, then yes, they are familiar with the Hoggerting, for example, or
Yeah.
DIR. So, but most of us, like recreational instructors, we don't have that experience, like seeing a Hoggertian style harness and setting up from the scratch. It's too much for the recreation instructors here. So that's the I think that's the biggest reason they don't touch the Simon. So I was thinking, like, okay, if I want to see more Simon ravers in Asia, I need to see more instructors teaching Simon. But in order for me wants to see more instructors teaching Simon, there must be a Simon that is easy enough for them to set up the harness so that they can teach Simon. So that's the reason I initiated the Java Sidemount Research and Development Project back in 2023, just after I got the Tuban cave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the first idea was to simplify the harness, but of course, just because the Sidemount harness is simple doesn't make the Sidemount BC it's good, because there are some other parts that need to be feel like it has to be good, like wing design, right? Like lift capacity, attachments, right? But yes, for Asian people, the first thing that they want to see is how easy to set up the harness. That's a good start, actually. But again, like I said, just because the harness is easy to set up doesn't make the BC is good. It must have some other points that need to be achieved to make that BCD to be called as a good segment BC or decent segment BC. Like I say, like I repeat, for example, like wing design, because wing designs means air distribution. Again, just because the air distribution, the also lift capacity is the same, like same big, same size, doesn't make the BC is good, same quality. No, because design means air distribution. So yes, I initiated the Java back in 2023, just after I found the Java cave. The idea was to simplify the harness to make the instructor's life easier. That was
Yeah.
the first idea. But then, what is the definition of simple? To simply, well, okay, setting up the harness. Is that all? No. What about the attachment? Like, if the attachment easy, then it will become, wow, it has more value. Not just setting up the harness. Okay, some other system it takes about an hour or two. If you're really good, Java it takes about, from scratch, I think 15 minutes. Well, one of your friends, you took you took the challenge. you
I
took
did. I did.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
took the challenge. Yeah.
I think I was like right over, I think, 13 minutes it took me. And I'd never even messed with it before, so it was fairly quickly. And so the side mount unit that I have now, it does take longer for me to adjust it if I need to. There's
Exactly.
certain
Exactly.
aspects that are a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So when I designed the Java, no, I want it not only simple to set up, but it has to be like relevant. It makes sense in many ways, especially for teaching. Because when I designed the Java, I put myself into five entities: me as a Sedman diver, me as a Sedman instructor, me as a cave diver, me as a cave instructor, and me as a dive center owner. What does it mean? Meaning that if I'm those five entities, what are the things that I want from my Sedman BC? First will be simplicity,
Yeah.
right? Secondly, again, wing design. Three, third, lift capacity. Fourth, attachments. Fifth, weight system, and many more.
So how long from when you decided what you were looking for, what you needed, how long from that point did it take to get the first one into production?
1 year after I initiated, so back in 2024, it was ready, actually, ready to launch.
Oh,
Ready to launch.
that's awesome.
But I decided not to, because back then it's not the same Java that you saw 3 weeks ago. It's not the
Oh,
same.
really? What was different about it?
Yeah, it has spine weight system. Okay, it has simple, like way simple harness setup, but that's all about it. Nothing really new. So if I launch that system, the previous system of Java, people will think that, oh, it's just another system. Okay, setting up harness, yeah, it's easy. And then so what? I want to see more. I want Java. When people look at it, people look twice, not just another system. So I decided not to launch it. Okay, there must be some spaces to improve from this. And then 1 year later is the final design of Java, the Java that you saw.
Okay, okay. So that's the second design, and that's
The
when
third,
you
actually.
released it. Oh, the third. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the third.
Well, yeah. I mean, it takes time, trial and
Yeah.
error. And so when did, because I know it's fairly recent. When did you release to the public? When were you like, okay, we have the product, let's, sell it to the public essentially? Like, okay, we have the finished product, now we can kick off Java Sidemount.
To be honest with you, during midday.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like I've heard about it for not in maybe the last year, maybe the last 6 months. I can't
No.
remember when I first heard about it, but I want to say it's been posted. Not before Mighty, though, for sure. I knew about it before I walked into Mighty.
It was shown in Sydney show back in March, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
because Christian Highland, the president of INTD, he brought the Java to Sydney, and because he said that he want to test it, and he want to show it during the show in the Sydney.
Was that not ADEX
I forgot the name.
Oztech?
Yeah.
Yes, Oztech. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
So
probably where I heard it from, because I knew, because when I knew that you were gonna be at Mighty, so you were actually one of the booths that I was looking forward to checking out,
Yeah.
because I knew I'd heard about the system for a little bit, and then Anand, he actually told me about, we were chatting about the system right before ADEX. And I probably heard about it right before ADEX is when I kind of first started seeing there's this new side mount company coming out. So that's awesome. I didn't know that Mighty was the official release. How was the reception? How have you been getting reviews? Was Mighty a good turnout for you? Did a lot of people seem to enjoy it, or have a lot of people seem to enjoy it?
MIDE was super crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So just a little information. I used to be one of the big brand of Sidemount distributor for 3 countries.
Oh, okay.
One of the big brand, one of the famous brand of Sidemount, the Mexican style. I'm not gonna say what brand. You know what brand
The
it
only
is.
one we need to talk about is Java Sidemount. That's
Yeah.
the only one that matters.
So that brand, like a very popular brand, I sold about between 50 to 70 units a year for the whole country. In Malaysia, during 5 days, it sold 57 units.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the best part is, it wasn't even in midday. It wasn't even in midday. Before midday, it was sold already.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, including Anand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what makes me happy is that those who bought the Java are not first timers, Nick. I mean, not the first segment BC that they bought, meaning that they're not beginners. It's not their first buying of segment system. Most of them are instructors who already have the previous system. Some even have more than one system. Some even more, have more than 2 or 3 segment system. They converted to Java. And when I asked them after the dive, like 1 week or 2 weeks after the dive, or 1 month after the dive, after they purchased the Java, I asked them, how did you like the Java? Rinto, this is just game changing. Just like what Anand said, this is game changing. People not only like it, they're even proud to have it. That's beyond my expectation, Nick.
Oh yeah, no,
That's beyond.
that is phenomenal. That's amazing to
Yeah.
hear,
But
especially, you know, right out the gate, you're selling units and people are hyped on it.
yeah. So when I decided, you know what I had in mind back then? Would people buy my product? Would people even want to test my product? I'm Asian. Those big boys are Americans and Europeans. I'm just Asian. Who am I? Like, would people buy it or even test it? So after the design was like final design, then I was like, if someone wants to test Java, I would be more than happy just to test it. You know, just to test it. I was like, I would be very happy if someone wants to test it, not to buy it, just to test it. But again, like I said, it's beyond my expectation. Malaysia, I owe Malaysia a lot.
Oh, dude, I mean, me too. I love Malaysia more than. It's funny because I think I'd been here when I was really young, and then I just moved here basically 3 years ago. And yeah, Malaysia has my heart. Indonesia has my heart too, as well. Like I
Yeah,
absolutely love Indonesia, but Malaysia is just like a whole nother level. Like I don't ever want to
crazy.
leave this
You know, right?
place. Uh, yeah,
Yeah. So again, I when I ask them, they don't just like it; they're proud of it. Proud that
yeah.
you know what they said. Oh, it's made in by Malays.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah,
love that. Like you have no idea how much I love that.
really.
So so yeah, because my biggest goal, because there's a lot of scuba products out there. There's the list never ends, right? So
Yeah,
and there's a lot of brands that come out of Southeast Asia. And some good, some bad, but that's everywhere you go, right? There's
yeah,
good and bad in Europe. There's good and bad in the United States. There's good and
yeah.
bad everywhere. And kind of my goal has been to like, hey, let's support the companies out here because there's some smaller ones, there's some bigger ones, and it's awesome to see that it's getting popular and people are pumped on it. And but well, actually, here's a question for you. What was your best selling color? Because you have a whole bunch of different colors. Was the pink? It was the pink one, right?
I guess I believe that you think it's black, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Everybody
Nah,
loves the black.
it's a
What is
dark
it?
blue.
Oh, okay, okay. I like that. I mean, it's not. I like the adding color, and you also customize the wings, right? Because
Yeah,
I noticed a lot of them have been customized. How long of a process does that take?
between 2 weeks to 4 weeks.
Okay, okay. And then how long does it take if somebody ordered a unit? Well, how would somebody do they just contact you like message to order a unit?
We're working on a website. I hope it will be ready in 2 3 weeks from now.
Okay.
My business plan of Java is that I'm not gonna appoint anybody in the world to be a distributor or sole distributor. So instead, I want to support all instructors to be our strikers. So they can buy direct from us. Like the dev centers, they can buy direct from us. Right?
Yeah.
So that everybody can enjoy the cake. But I want to support instructors that where they can buy direct from the website. So we were working on that. And we were thinking, we were trying hard that the price will be included with the shipment.
Oh, okay.
So yes, that's our business plan. So instead of choosing anybody to be a sole distributor in any country, so I want to support instructors and dev centers.
As a consumer, I see the benefit in that, right? So me wanting to buy BCD, I see the benefit in that. To be honest, I don't know what the non-benefit or like the negative side of it, but why do you want to go that route as opposed to having a distributor to deal with the different centers?
Okay, because okay, let's say there's always the like and the don't like. If I choose and if somebody in that country, say in Malaysia, for example, if I appoint somebody to be a distributor, a sole distributor in that country, not everybody in the whole country loves this company, right? So if 50% of the country don't like this company, so I lost the 50%. But if I choose to support instructors, everybody enjoy the clip.
Yeah. Okay.
There is no, okay, I don't like that instructor. Okay, there are like hundreds of instructors in one country, for example. Right? They can buy direct from the website of Java. So that's how we support them. So let's say they have student one or two students, they can buy direct from the Java website. So no need to,
Okay.
yeah. And the good thing is that because the harness is so simple, you have tested it yourself. So there will be no issue how to set up the harness. Like literally anybody can set up Java harness.
I really like that business model just because, like I said, mostly I'm a consumer, right? At the end of the
Yeah,
day, I'm
yeah,
always a consumer.
yeah,
And there's actually a company. I mean, there's a few companies that are like this, but there's a company in based out of Florida who they do regulators. They do dry suits, fins. They do a few different products, and the biggest thing is you can buy direct from them, and also with every regulator set that they sell, they give like a extra service kit. So that way you can service your own regulator because there's other certain companies out there you can they really promote not to service your own regulators, so you have to go to a technician by name, or associated with the brand. They can only sell service kits to
yeah,
dealers of that brand, and it's kind of a bummer sometimes because then the costs start to go up. And if you know what you're doing, I'm not saying regulators are simple, and if you don't know what you're doing, I don't suggest anybody to go and just start opening the thing up. But like anything, just get proper training.
yeah,
But it's nice to see that the company is willing to work with the actual student or the actual customer. You don't have, there's no like middleman in a sense. So
yeah, yeah,
that's awesome, dude. I love to hear things like that just
yeah,
because as a consumer, that's what you want to hear. It's like if there's a problem or if there's anything, I could just contact the company directly, and it's not like if I need to get somebody on my insurance on the phone, I'm going to robots and whatever.
yeah,
It takes forever to
yeah,
actually get a person on the phone. So no,
yeah.
that's awesome, man. So as far as the company, do you have or Java Sidemount? Are you going to any more shows this year? Are you going to be showcasing it at any other areas?
I think the confirmed plan is ADEX and DRT, MID. I was thinking to attend the DEMA.
Are you going to attend DEMA this year or next year?
I don't know. I tried to attend this year.
Yeah, I've actually never been to DEMA. I was maybe going to try to go this year. I was planning on going back I was going to be back in the States from like October to November, but just how things worked out. Like I said, I'm flying out in a few weeks. So DEMA would be a good one to definitely get. I mean, obviously that's the biggest trade show. I think ADEX is a really good one too.
Yeah.
And OzTech, especially with the side mount, I think that would be another great place. I don't, but do they have vendors there, or is it mostly kind of talks and workshops?
I have no idea. I never
Uh,
visited the extent. Yeah. But we got some inquiries from Australia and Mexico about the Java.
that's awesome, dude. So you're getting worldwide, man. This thing that you built is going to be all over the world soon.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll see about that. But yes,
Awesome, man.
the response from the divers are like way more than I expected.
Dude. That's
Yeah,
amazing. That's absolutely amazing to hear, man.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I will definitely be one to get a unit and try it out. So I'm looking forward to it. Just because, yeah, I think I want to support the cause, man, support the brand. So we'll definitely after we sign off, I'll have to get some information so that I can send you some money, and then you can send. I was planning on doing it at Mighty, but just how it worked out, I was like, damn it, or MIDE. I know they don't like to call it Mighty, but I was planning on doing it, but better late than never. My last question for you before I let you go, and I appreciate you taking the time. I know you've got a super busy schedule, so I appreciate you coming on. So I always like to end on some sort of advice question. And my question is, somebody that is just an open water diver, they're not an overhead diver, they're not a DIR, Hogarthian, whatever you want to call it, diver, just a normal recreational diver who wants to get into side mount, what is the best piece of advice that you could give to that person?
Oh, simple. Only one answer. The diver should have a fundamental skill of diving, a decent fundamental skill of diving. I don't buy locks. I don't buy retics. I don't care if the student is open water diver or a course director. If you have a decent skill of fundamental skill of diving, then you're ready anytime for Simon. But if you start Simon course without having decent skill of fundamental skill of diving or essential for diving, you can have a Simon course, but it won't be the best if you have those decent skill of fundamentals.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. Rinto, I absolutely appreciate you coming on to the podcast, man. Once again, thank you very much for taking the time. This has been absolutely awesome to hear about Java Sidemount, to hear about your journey, and I look forward to seeing you take over the Sidemount world. So it's going to be awesome, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nick. Thanks for having me. Whew, really a pleasure to be here. Thanks. Thank you very much.
Off Gassing, a scuba podcast.